This is the story of TIARA LOTT. TIARA LOTT was born September 18, 1998, in Buffalo, New York. She attended the Buffalo Urban League for Young Professionals, where she received her GED. She then went on to attend Bryant Stratton College, where she sought a career as a medical assistant. TIARA was a beautiful, caring, loving person with a huge sense of humor and was considered the life of the party amongst her family and friends. She was very family-oriented and loved traveling in her spare time. Although TIARA didn't have any children of her own, she treated her younger siblings and nephew as her own. On January 30th, 2021, TIARA made a FaceTime call to her older sister, stating that she was experiencing pain in her face and body. Her sister immediately asked TIARA the address of her location so that she could send her an Uber. However, the phone quickly disconnected. Shortly after 9:10 a.m., TIARA sent a message to her sister stating, "God forbid if anything does happen. I love you all and tell everyone else too." Her family immediately began calling her phone, which continued to go to voicemail. They then began calling around to see if anyone knew the address of where she was located. The family was finally provided with the address of 116 Gold Street and rushed over to the home. They banged on the door while also screaming TIARA's name. However, there was no answer, no sound coming from inside the home, nothing. As the family was leaving the home, they noticed the vehicle of TIARA's boyfriend's cousin parked in the driveway, and then saw TIARA's boyfriend Andre sitting in his vehicle right in front of the home. Once he noticed her family members, he immediately pulled off with her family in pursuit. Unfortunately, they were unable to catch up with him and eventually lost him. The family contacted TIARA's boyfriend's cousin, who was also an acquaintance of TIARA. The female cousin and the family members went back to the home in another attempt to gain access. Upon arriving the second time, the door to the home was wide open and all of the lights were off. TIARA's sisters were frightened as they entered the home, having no idea what they were walking into. Once they reached the upstairs apartment, they noticed TIARA's boots scattered in different rooms. At that point, they contacted their mother to inform her that they were able to get inside of the home. However, there was no sign of TIARA. As they continued to walk through the home, they noticed all of TIARA's belongings were packed. At that moment, a female believed to be another girlfriend of Andre, as well as his cousin, came into the upstairs apartment and demanded that the sisters leave immediately. They grabbed all of TIARA's belongings before finally leaving the home. They then went to the police station to file a missing report, informing officers that their sister TIARA was in danger. They showed them the text message she sent and were told that they would have to wait 24 hours before filing a report. Disappointed with the response from the police department, TIARA's sister took it upon herself to ask for help from a church that was located across the street from the home on Gold Street. The pastor was able to provide her with 2 surveillance videos showing activity in front of the home. You could clearly see the moment that TIARA's sisters left the home the first time, with Andre's car sitting outside. He then leaves with her family in pursuit, but returns later, backing up into the driveway of the home with the occupants from 2 additional vehicles also walking towards the home. Andre then leaves out of the driveway, followed by the 2 other vehicles. After viewing the video, TIARA's sisters are convinced that this was the moment when Andre removed her sister's body out of the home in an attempt to cover up her murder. The family decided to put together their own search party, calling around for information and posting flyers everywhere. They even went back to the home on Gold Street where they called the police again, only to be informed that TIARA would be listed as a potential runaway. After going back into the home, they located TIARA's coat, confirming that something was wrong. There was no way she would be outside in 9-degree weather without a coat or her shoes, which were found during the initial visit to the home. Pastor Tim Newkirk, along with the Snug and Stop the Violence organization, put together another search party and began searching abandoned homes, train tracks, and even vehicles for TIARA's body. However, they were still unable to locate her.
22-year-old TIARA LOTT was expected to start a new job this week, but she has not been seen since late January.
Channel 2's Claudine Ewing spoke with the missing woman's family earlier today.
To watch a mother cry because she hasn't heard from her daughter that she normally hears from on a daily basis will make anyone stop and think. And so for the mother of TIARA LOTT, she wants to know, where is my daughter?
We're going to find her, Mondo. We're going to find her. We're going to find her. We're going to bring her home.
This is TIARA LOTT. The 22-year-old was last heard from on January 29th. The family says she was with her boyfriend. They haven't talked to him.
We looking for you every day, baby. Mommy ain't stopping. I'm never stopping.
We're not going to stop till we find you, T.
Her clothes were found in a house on Gold Street. That's in Lovejoy.
How did I end up with my baby coat that she had on Friday night in the video with him? It's back in my possession with her IDs in it.
The family shared with Two on Your Side surveillance video and pictures. She's seen walking to a car.
What concerned me most was she said the SOS, and then the phone went dead. Then nobody could call her. She wasn't calling us. That's not like Tiara. We knew she got beat up by her face. Her face was swollen. We knew she was beat up. Her friend tried to send her an Uber over to the house. The phone hung up, and that's what she said. Like 3 or 4 people in group text saying, God forbid if anything happened to me, I love y'all, and tell everybody.
Anyone with information on this missing woman, call 911.
I'm out here every day looking, running up in abandoned buildings. I'm looking on train tracks. I'm just going crazy.
During the midst of the chaos, Andre's family, including his sister and mother, would take to Facebook to threaten TIARA's family, as well as slander TIARA's name on a Facebook Live post. Not once did they offer to help or provide the family with any assistance or information as to the whereabouts of her boyfriend, Andre. Detectives eventually came to the family home to inform TIARA's mother that a body was located near the train tracks on Weck Street.
A Buffalo mother learned her 22-year-old daughter's body was found along train tracks in the Schiller Park neighborhood. Buffalo police tell us they found a woman's body that is believed to be TIARA LOTT. The family tells me she had been wrapped up. This isn't far from where her clothes were found in a home on Gold Avenue. An autopsy will be performed. Buffalo police say the death of TIARA LOTT is an active homicide investigation. TIARA's family says she had a boyfriend. They know who he is and his name, but they have not heard from him since she went missing. Police have not responded to our question about a person or persons of interest. They won't be able to make a positive identification until likely on Tuesday.
We looking for you every day, baby. Mommy ain't stopping. I'm never stopping.
We're not going to stop till we find you, T.
Last night, the family got word that the body is very likely TIARA LOTT. Buffalo police are calling this an active homicide investigation.
Even after news began to circulate regarding the location of TIARA's body, there was still no sign of her boyfriend, Andre. Not a phone call, nothing. He simply disappeared. And as before, his family offered no help with providing information of his whereabouts. The U.S. Marshals immediately released a warrant for his arrest.
A federal arrest warrant has now been issued for a man believed to be connected to the death of a young Buffalo woman. 2 on Your Side's Leanne Stuck joins us now with the details.
Scott, the feds are asking for the public's help finding a man they say is a suspect in the death of a Buffalo woman. They say he fled after her homicide, and they've been working to track him down for months. Take a look at this photo. This is 27-year-old Andre Wiggum. The U.S. Marshals Service wants to hear from anyone who may have seen him. He's wanted for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, connected to the murder of 22-year-old TIARA LOTT. Lott disappeared in January, sparking citywide search parties. Her body was found 2 weeks later on train tracks near Wex Avenue.
She was a loving sister, and she was a loving person. She was a young lady. The future was in front of her. Just starting a new job. She was a beautiful young lady.
Deputy U.S. Marshal James Bona said they believe Wiggum fled the area following Lott's murder.
Right now, we're not too sure. We've got a couple of areas we've got, our ears down to the tracks on, but we do know that he did leave the area, at least initially, to go to North Carolina. Whether or not he came back or he went somewhere else, at this point in time, we don't know. We're still trying to work on that as we speak.
GYC Ministries pastor Tim Newkirk, a spokesperson for Lott's family, said they're happy, but wish it would have happened sooner. Newkirk said Wickham was the last person to see Lott and said this is a domestic violence situation.
They broke up and he was pursuing her, which makes it a domestic violence issue because he had been pursuing her, he had been looking for her.
It's very important to us to ensure that this young lady and her family, get the justice that they deserve in this case.
On Monday, June 14th, 2021, a letter was written to Senator Timothy Kennedy requesting for him to submit an application on behalf of Western New York for Ashanti's Law. It is an adult alert for people ages 18 to 65 who are in immediate danger and was named after 19-year-old Ashanti Billy of Virginia, who was abducted and murdered. A press conference was held in front of the office of Senator Kennedy. However, he nor the councilman showed up and have since then refused to answer or return any phone calls. The community states that if the law was enacted, it could have saved TIARA or other women from being murdered. TIARA's mother stated that the law was necessary so that no parent would ever have to feel the pain that she feels. She said she knows the law won't bring her child back, but it will save someone else from having to deal with a lifetime of heartache and pain. She can find some sort of comfort in knowing TIARA's death was not in vain. As of today, U.S. Marshals are still in search of Andre Wingham. In the meantime, TIARA's family continues to spread her story and rally for justice. In the words of TIARA's sister, "It's so sad and messed up how you think a person you love and know can commit such a horrible crime and not have any remorse. No mother should have to bury their child. What's even more sad is that people are helping to hide him from the police. Our family needs justice. Please, someone speak up. We are begging you. It's been 10 months and we are living a nightmare every day we wake up. We need closure. TIARA's life matters and she did not deserve any of this. She had a whole life ahead of her, things she wanted to accomplish, and that coward Andre took that from her. Put yourself in our shoes if it was one of your loved ones. If you know something, say something." This was the story of TIARA Kenyatta Lott.